Them fuck Holy Ghost, let it running. That bullshit, man, white front. Yeah, he called no ghost, they running out your clothes. Everything for show. Your house, stay closed. Your living, your phone, your prayer ain't no. Your preach, stay paid. Your place, stay go. Get ready for the holiday season. Then they got enough food to keep eating. All the blood, they be talking about the bleeding. The one that white filling out from the leaning. You ain't speaking no tells that first stay from. Your cousin ain't nothing but an actual from stay from. If you want, it's the first of the month. Bring time to the front and get done for the road. Always agree to disagree. But say the Lord is up to him in a dream. Let the street nigga out in the sheets. They be the first one to turn up cheek. Got a personal relationship with Jesus. The same Solomon doing it decent. Since the Old Testament is done away with. Tell me what we had to suffer that's like killing these Christ about something. I'm 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 killing these Christ out. Fucking these Christ they don't know. It's all stuff type of green. They coming up the water from the porch out in the kitchen. They say all the things. Killing these Christ about something. I'm 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 killing these Christ out. Fucking these Christ they see the white they talk the same. Push a ball. Even they serving that night cook. They beating old guys. Killing these Christ about Sunday. It's a game so the dogs start trumping. When your white friends treat you like golden, then you realize it's all plain country. You ain't never been Native American shit. You ain't never been. You gotta stay red stick. We from the same bloodline. White man's spirit come from the same language. The white man's spirit ain't run the shoulders up to your enemy. But all that's like you still got the energy. You believe in the rupture and the Trinity. Y'all look like you to infinity. You ain't read that book, that give me that shit. You feed that group, you give me that look. I'm sitting like, look, y'all falling for the look. Look, leave me into it. What's going like a rookie? You get down and get laid down. I remember this is what it feels sound. When the flesh is following the clown. When the wage is really going down. Man, fuck that church, man. Leave that hurts, man. Fuck that church, man. Leave that hurts, man. Fuck that church, man. Leave that hurts. Fuck that church. Killing these Christ about something. I'm 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 killing these Christ out. Fucking these Christ they don't know. It's all that type of green. They coming up the water from the porch out in the kitchen. They say all the things. Killing these Christ about something. I'm 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 killing these Christians out. Fucking these Christ they see the white they talk the same. Push a ball. Even they serving that vision. Like cook. They beating old guys. Oh yeah. That's an awfully hot coffee pot. Should I drop it on Donald Trump? Probably not, but that's all I got. Should I come up with a solid get some my white, less than right, red, orange, blue, black, stand up, let me have them, stand up, still tip, white, less than right, red, orange, blue, black, stand up, let me have them, stand up, still tip, white, less than right, red, orange, blue, black, stand up, let me have them, stand up, still tip. So they say just nigga. Remember that shit I gave you last week, nigga? It's nothing, nigga. It's nothing. It's nothing, nigga. Nigga, it's nothing. This shit right here, nigga. This shit right here, nigga. Right here. This shit, nigga. This shit here, nigga. All they got those fucked up niggas. Print the corner cover like, nigga. All they got those fucked up ass things. This shit here, nigga. This shit here, nigga. This shit goes down, nigga. Killing these Christ about something. I'm 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 killing these Christ out. Fucking these Christ they don't know. It's all that type of green. They coming up the water from the porch out in the kitchen. They say all the things. Killing these Christ about something. I'm 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 killing these Christians out. Fucking these Christ they see the white they talk the same. Push a ball. Even they serving that vision like coke. They beating old guys. Killing these Christ about something. I'm 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 killing these Christ out. Fucking these Christ they don't know. It's all that type of green. They coming up the water from the porch out in the kitchen. They say all the things. Killing these Christ about something. I'm 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 killing these Christians out. Fucking these Christ they see the white they talk the same. Push a ball. Even they serving that vision like coke. They beating old guys. Killing these Christ about something. I'm 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 killing these Christ out. Fucking these Christ they don't know. It's all that type of green. They coming up the water from the porch out in the kitchen. They say all the things. Killing me. With all the changes I done made, I know I'm fresh out the world, and I gotta live right to be taken by the world. And the power that I serve is alive in His word, and the only thing took it off the letters. You heard Paul briefly, this is life in the valley. You're in the midst of movie magic, and we call it the savage. He took me with all of my baggage, brought me from madness to place me in front of His people that exalted, established no more than average. Pick me out of patches and captures, look, He's my Father in the sky. Check the DNA matches, 25 plus years to overcome all my habits. Don't call it a comeback when it's part of the package. Ashes to ashes and dust to dust. He had to break me on death to teach me to trust. Now it's a must. He met me at the end of my rope, washed me in His blood. Now I'm clear and so. Cause back then, when I was straight sin living, you couldn't tell me I was living in division. So the Lord stepped in for the intervention till I get right. This is all just the intermission. But back then, when I was straight sin living, you couldn't tell me I was living in division. Now, so yeah, I was stepped in for the intervention till I get right. This is all just the intermission. I'm in the image of the King, so I pray in His stead. Since the body ain't clean, put a change in the head. I was spiritually fed by the things I prayed. Thus I never needed live and abstain from death. He was calling me, but I ain't wanna hear it. His calm was powerful, but I ain't know the fear. He said, obey my work and separate you from your fears. Now practicing your lyrics if the latter might hear this. I rub my eyes like, yo, you can't be serious, but I don't want the most time furious. He told me, say, believe with all your heart, and your mind can move pyramids. I dwell on high in the lives of the spirit and tell you how and not. You don't want to commit. I don't change you into a vessel that's glistening, not a vessel that's missing it. Hold that peace and just listening. I carved it out of stuff, and I call it the testament. Don't read between the lines, for my will is the testament. My son came just through His love was the blessed it. Yeah, how it's real. Not no make believe, let's pretend the creator who ushered in us. Prepare back to dust again, deep in prayer, because we send us the layer of punishment, every layer, because we've been willing to put ourselves saying, but back then, I didn't have the foresight to represent the Lord, right? I recognize the message if He barely be glorified. Lifted up, He moralized and fortified. He let me cross the borderline. He ordered my steps, but back then, when I was straight sin living, you couldn't tell me I would live any different. Now I have a new name written on a white stone. Could write on your heart, I like how that sound. Lay your life down, get blessed up. Let the curtains draw back for the last act of members home. Get it on tonight, we getting clover. Invite your enemies tonight, we getting closure. Still flex, get left in the wilderness. You should want rest, not a 40-year pilgrimage. Come on, kill the risk. You don't want to be stranded. Prophesy this lieutenant, who you gonna command with? The walls are tumbling upon like Jericho. Lift your voice up to the awesome and terrible power of all God. Your house testify with such a mighty right. On supposed to boast from coast to coast. You got it like who broke the yoke for us to praise about now. I propose a toast to all the dope making the American journey to follow her. My say I choose national earnest. From all the travails on either side, not turning. No pain, no gain. You bear the armor of honor. Our battle is with the worldly thoughts that keep us whirling in and out of righteousness and crop of His mercy. The projectile is opening, overthrowing psychosis. What began as a sack, you transcend to the chosen. Cause back then, when I was straight sin living, you couldn't tell me I was living in division. So the Lord stepped in for the intervention till I get right. This is all just an intermission. But back then, when I was straight sin living, you couldn't tell me I was living in division. Now, so yeah, I was stepped in for the intervention till I get right. This is all just an intermission. Cause back then, when I was straight sin living, you couldn't tell me I was living in division. Now, so yeah, I was stepped in for the intervention till I get right. This is all just what? It's just the intermission. It's just the intermission. It's just the intermission. This for my people. This for my people. Yeah, this for my people. This for my people. This for my people. Yeah, this for my people. For the white man, 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 for the white man. Painted by the Spanish, did a whole lot of damage. Shit was outlandish, face got branded. Split up all the families, then shipped across the Atlantic. So many died from the famine. Through the dead bodies on my board shorts, ate them like salmon. I know you can't stand it. I speak the truth, goddammit. Big business got managed, dig it double back. Came to pick up all the blacks. Pills beat up our back, we never got to relax. Pretend to turn the screaming, dig it double back without a crack. The type of game did you play? Hey, to keep it real, I ain't going for it. Beat a couple court cases, had a run for it. Told my mama if I ever did time, I'ma raise up the whole yard. Have a lawyer like, oh Lord, this Honey at it, more chores, just no problem, ain't tripping. Thumbing through the strips. Miami said the Lord with your boy, that's a small issue. Bounce back out the rebound. UPK got the heat now. Ain't to let me out the leash now. Teaching in the streets now. Water off Charles South when it started in the east now. This for my people. This for my people. Yeah, this for my people. This for my people. This for my people. Yeah, this for my people. Fuck the white man, fuck the white man, fuck. Fuck the white man, fuck the white man, fuck. Fuck the white man, fuck the white man, fuck. Fuck the white man, fuck the white man, fuck. For my people. This for my people. Yeah, this for my people. This for my people. This for my people. Yeah, this for my people. Fuck the white man, fuck the white man, fuck. Fuck the white man, fuck the white man, fuck. Fuck the white man, fuck the white man, fuck. Fuck the white man, fuck the white man, fuck. Cops won't kill me because I'm black. Ops won't kill me because I'm black. Can't get no job because I'm black. She won't hurt me because I'm black. My dad don't like me because I'm black. But she Hispanic, so she black. Ain't got no top for none of that. Bitch, I'm a Jew, so I'm black. Cops won't kill me because I'm black. Ops won't kill me because I'm black. Can't get no job because I'm black. She won't hurt me because I'm black. My dad don't like me because I'm black. But she Hispanic, so she black. Ain't got no time for none of that. Bitch, I'm a Jew, so I'm black. I can't fight the cops in the ops. 30 blocks if you on the block. My credit tough in the stop. Instead of the ones I love, people on the block for the grub. If you from my side, then it's love. On it big notch, busting up the jeans, but we was hurting off the fingers. Without that crack, nigga just like me. Dirty nigga from the concrete. But the white man got the same, so we eating up the trash can. People ride by, but extend a hand, cause I'm this average black man. So for him, that's why I gotta make it. I ain't talking rap. Before the slave ships, I'm one of a kind. Y'all can't take it. I can never be my spot thinking. Cause I'm black, I see crowns and I take it. Cause I'm black, I never been in no spaceship. But I know if you don't come when I see it, I know that it's gonna come when I need it. I put faith in God. I'm gonna try to read it. The world play that shit and trust him when you say it. I want to kill me cause I'm black. I want to kill me cause I'm black. Can't get no job cause I'm black. She won't hurt me cause I'm black. I don't like me cause I'm black. But she Hispanic, so she black. Ain't got no time for none of that. Bitch, I'm a Jew, so I'm black. Cops want to kill me cause I'm black. I want to kill me cause I'm black. Can't get no job cause I'm black. She won't hurt me cause I'm black. I don't like me cause I'm black. But she Hispanic, so she black. Ain't got no time for none of that. Bitch, I'm a Jew, so I'm black. Learn to flip things cause I'm black. Know about semis cause I'm black. Yeah, in the hood, we was strapped 10 toes down, we wearing sacks. So like we're black, and you gotta guess when I'm at. I'll be with the police chillin' hard, right on Malcolm X Boulevard. TV niggas, see the stars. Everything about my life is hard, but I'm never full, play my cards. You wanna be, what's the cause? Watch your mouth, I hit hard. Back up for you, the cause. Everything you say, mad pause. Every move I make is within the walls, and I've been the boss. It's beneficial. Ask the enemy, I've been official. And I'm for me, I've been official. Homie, I understand why you smoke. Nigga, press and slave boats. But the Bible is a cheat code. Foreign points don't need those. Motherhood is life's cheat code. Cops don't kill me cause I'm black. Ops won't kill me cause I'm black. Can't get no job cause I'm black. She won't hurt me cause I'm black. I don't like me cause I'm black. But she Hispanic, so she black. Ain't got no time for none of that. Bitch, I'm a Jew, so I'm black. Cops won't kill me cause I'm black. Ops won't kill me cause I'm black. Can't get no job cause I'm black. She won't hurt me cause I'm black. I don't like me cause I'm black. But she Hispanic, so she black. Ain't got no time for none of that. Bitch, I'm a Jew, so I'm black. I don't gotta buy J's cause I'm black. I don't pick 2 pages cause I'm black. For my whole life cause I'm black. But I left his eye blue and black. Ain't got a track cause I'm black. Ain't got not one face tat. But I'm still getting profile cause I think these crackers profile. Scruffy head with the dark skin. Baggy sweats with the butter Timbs. So they know they can't butter him. So they run the gym and sound husband. If you talk to him, they just come to him. Cause I'm a lawkeeper. A peace breaker, no drink quilly. A peace breaker. Deuce in the street sweeper. Curse flip up his face and shit. But when I'm down in icy bridge, that shit with my chest and talking shit. Touch me, I'm only talking shit. Cause I'm black, you think I gotta cock the flip. Well, that's a stereotype, that's accurate. Cause crackers laying niggas in these cold streets and then tell them my brother gotta be with me. Cops wanna kill me cause I'm black. I wanna kill me cause I'm black. Can't get no job cause I'm black. She won't hurt me cause I'm black. I don't like me cause I'm black. But she Hispanic, so she black. Ain't got no time for none of that. Bitch, I'm a Jew, so I'm black. Cops wanna kill me cause I'm black. Ops wanna kill me cause I'm black. Can't get no job cause I'm black. She won't hurt me cause I'm black. I don't like me cause I'm black. But she Hispanic, so she black. Ain't got no time for none of that. Bitch, I'm a Jew, so I'm black. So I'm black. This for my people. This for my people.
they won't stop. The UPK issue don't want to stop. You understand?
Yeah,
Should know how it is where we were the ISUPK started out of 1 West 125th Street in Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yohana. And y'all already know what it is, where we at, what we doing. You understand? Teaching our people the truth, like none other. You understand? The Christians have failed at the task, and Commander Jimmy Hunter has picked it up and is running with it.
Right.
You understand? And he's rolling over all lies, crushing them. You understand? Killing them. Okay, let me not say that because fake Israelites will say these kids ain't killing people. Commander Jimmy Hunter, he gonna kill me. Killing them. But y'all know what it is, man. We here again. All right, and again, I keep saying it like we're going somewhere.
Right.
I keep saying that we back again, and here we are again, and it's over again. We ain't going nowhere. You understand? Oh man.
It's a lot.
Go ahead. That might be. It should be.
Come
That
down.
might. Okay.
Come down. If I may, this ain't the Christian church. We ain't going nowhere.
Man, you're nowhere. All right. Look, we already ain't bleeding in the blood of Jesus, so yeah, we got no magic to go off of.
Right.
We got plenty of truth and brotherhood though.
Yeah, right.
You understand? We got plenty of that though. If you want some of that, but we ain't pleading the blood, and then don't plead the blood when you need the blood.
Time to cut.
When you need it to be bled, they don't do it.
Time to cut.
The whole COVID-19, I have not heard them say that once. I have not heard those old freaky prayers and then plead the blood and in the name, and I ain't heard that at all. Go ahead.
So I don't think them healing hands work no more. I ain't seen nobody lay not one hand on.
Oh man, I ain't seen nobody do it. Hold up, Bob.
They got.
Oh, wait a minute.
Distance with that.
Oh, hold up, Bob. And then turn around and start throwing balls of fire at you in jackets and shit like video games. And turn around, throw out flame. You know what he said? Fire in the name of Jesus. Hey, I ain't seen none of that magical junk. You know, and then when they, especially like when they pray for people, they say, "Here, we send prayers towards such and such and deal." Everybody take their hands and point it whatever damn way. I ain't seen or heard none of them do any of that. Damn. Man. Hey, what happened to it? You don't work on it? Damn. Wait a minute, but they say it was working their whole life since they was kids. And it don't work no more. Good night. I guess Jesus ran out of juice, huh?
Maybe.
Damn. Good night. That's ridiculous, huh? Hey, but for real, that's something I didn't think about. It was the magical hands. You understand? I did not think about the magical hands and how they praying and touching on every damn body, claiming to be healing you. Put the hand on your head, push you down to make you fall, blow on you. You know what I'm saying? Knowing they ain't chewing no gum, blowing their breath all in your face. Like, come on, man. You understand? Pushing them. You know what I'm saying? Like, do that in the mic, push you, and then everybody, oh, yes, thank you, Jesus. And then they end up just, I can do that. You know what I'm saying? Damn. Anybody, give a kid the mic, give an old person the mic. You ain't got no damn preacher.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's ridiculous, man. But we have been living by off of all of these lies for far too long.
Yeah, right.
You understand? A beautiful people has been totally destroyed because of your lies. You know what I mean? And then not one of those slimy preachers turned around and said, "You know what? This is wrong. What I'm doing. This is not right. This is not the truth." And they need it. God damn! Look at them.
Yeah, right.
Look at me. I'm sitting on swole. I got mansions. I got money. What Benny Hinn do? Man, they killed me when he came out. When they put all of them in the paper, and they were saying that they were living such lavish lives. You know, him, Benny Hinn, T.D. Jakes, Creflo Dollar, Tammy Faye. Oh my God, they was going over all the money they make every year. Joyce Myers make one year, this year when it came out, she made 96 million. That was before the year was out.
Right.
That was in October before the year was out when this article started dropping. And she recorded that she made 96 mil that year. Then Creflo Dollar records 89. He only recorded. They made sure that he specifically said, "This is what I recorded that I make." So you know it's way on past that.
God.
Who else was up there? Go ahead.
That's what they make in their earnings. So that's what the church pays them plus what they make from their book sales. Because all of them somehow magically just wonderful writers.
Come on, now. All of them is authors.
Well, I mean,
all of them is motivational speakers. That's all they really are.
That's what I'm saying. It's like that's what they do for 2 hours every week. They go up there and spin you a fantasy. Right, but then what is not included is their gifts. So when you see those other passes come up and just hand money, that money don't make it to the secretary. Like, all that money most of that money end up in that pocket. Yes, a couple of them you got to put something in there for sure, like you collected something. But most of that money gets skimmed right off the top.
Mm-hmm. You already know. What's his name? The one that always smiled every damn Sunday. What's his name? Joel Osteen. Joel Osteen. He makes 56 mil a year. This thing gave this whole bogus ass story about how his father passed down the ministry to him. He didn't want it. You a damn fool if you believe he was passing up on 56 million.
Right.
You understand? Come on, man. You understand? He's the devil, the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
What won't he do for some money? You understand? And then all he's doing is simply smiling and lying in your face for 56 mil. I mean, damn, how hard can that be?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Why wouldn't he want that job? Come on. You understand?
Actors are very well paid in this country.
Come on, man.
So, I mean, what would you expect? These are some of the best actors you got out there.
Man, I'm telling you.
Because, see, they know what they're telling you is a lie, but they will lie right to your face, smile in your face, and keep collecting that paycheck.
Mm-hmm. And you won't even question them about it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You won't even question them about what they are doing. But let your cousin ask for $2.
Right.
In the 3rd degree.
Got it done.
You trying to buy some crack? You trying to get drunk? You trying to go to the strip club? You don't get the 3rd degree. Your pastor smoke crack. Your pastor go to the strip club. Hey, but you don't ask them nothing. You just say, well, God said pay tithes, so I pay tithes. Ain't that ridiculous? Why are we so damn stupid? You know, why is Black, Hispanic, and Native American people so damn stupid? It's because we do not serve our God.
That's right.
The Bible says that God's laws is wisdom, man. It's wisdom. And this is something that we should turn around and hold on to for dear life and never let go. You know? But, if we got any questions, we got 2 numbers. Quick announcement real quick. You can dial 712-832-8330 or 425-436-6260. And the access code for both numbers is 825-1636. And if you got any questions, comments, or want to listen live, you can chime in. See if you got any questions you would like to text them. You can text them if you don't want to be live over the line. Text them to 314-696-8288, and we'll answer them there. Or if you're on Facebook, we'll answer your questions. That's the type of man. Bear with us. Give us a second, and we're gonna get your answer. All right. And the next up and coming food drive going down. Commander Hunter has been feeding thousands of people. All right. And it ain't stopping. You know, I haven't heard a lot of talk about ISUPK selling out with 501c3, all that nonsense. You understand? But I haven't seen any of those groups doing anything.
God.
You understand? First off, having a 501c3 does not mean you have sold out.
Right.
That is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. When you look it up, it doesn't say government entity or none of that. You don't have to be a government entity in order to obtain a 501c3.
Yeah.
I know some people personally, some here in the city of St. Louis, some not in the state of Missouri, that actually was a 501c3 non-profit organization.
Yeah.
They filled out their own paperwork, did it themselves, and now they're not doing it at all. Like they started with a program, tried to, make good.
Right.
It wasn't successful, and now they're done.
Yeah.
And even when they were rolling, I didn't see or hear any selling out. They weren't praising and worshiping the government. They weren't. I just don't get it. I just don't get that. So hold on, before you go. September the 24th, man, it's going down. That's the next food drive. Make sure you are here. If people need food, tell them come get it. Send them on down right here at 5261 Belmont Boulevard. Or if they can't get here, you take it to them or call us at 304-696-8288 and we'll take it to them. We'll get this food to our people however need me. All right, now go ahead, Woody.
There's some people who there's certain people when they see you doing something that they want to do, they will join you and do it.
Yeah.
Then there's other people who see you doing something that they want to do, and then they gotta hate. They're not gonna do nothing. They're not gonna try to one up you. They're not gonna even try to join you. They're not gonna try to beat you. They just gonna keep talking from the sideline, right? And this right along with why we keep calling for that the Christian okie doke is right here with this precept that I have pulled.
Go ahead.
The book of Romans, chapter 1, verse 28. Even as they did not like to retain God in their knowledge. See, our people don't like to keep the law, statutes, and commandments in their mind. They don't like to keep the law, statutes, and commandments as the first thing, as what they do first and foremost, right? They want to make up their own rules. They want to make up their own way of doing things.
Right.
So we don't like to keep the retain the Most High in our knowledge, right? I'm gonna keep reading. God gave them over to a reprobate mind to do those things which are not convenient. See, we think going along to get along is easier. It's just a way to make things smoother. No, you extend your hell, right? You extend the state you're in. Here's the thing: if you stayed at that dead end job for 6 years, you didn't do any better than if you'd have stayed there one.
Right.
You're stuck in that mind. It's not convenient just to keep that job. It's actually more convenient if you go ahead and change things. But we don't realize that as a people because we won't keep the knowledge of our God in our mind, our law, statutes, commandments. So we keep going back to the same old thing, and nothing's changing. Them healing hands ain't never worked, right? The pastor kept saying he said you was gonna get a blessing after you told him you already got hired from the job.
Right.
He know you looking for a job. You talk to him about looking for the job.
Come on.
And then he come in, God is gonna bless you with a job. Well, that's what happens when you look for a job. You actually end up getting one.
Come on,
like that's the mind state our people have fallen into. Like, oh no, it couldn't have been the fact that I done filled out 30 applications this week that all of a sudden somebody called me back. No, it's because the pastor said it.
Right.
Get out of here.
Right, and you know something. Hey, the reason I was laughing so hard is because they made me think about something. The church I used to go to when I was in the world, it was some people that just didn't believe them. There was some that did in the family, and me and my ex we went, and he was a prophet, right?
God.
He would turn around and tell you what God said is for you, right? Whatever the word is, whether it be past, present, or future. Okay, so so we were sitting there, and he turned around and called. He said, "Young lady, you right there. Stand up." So she stood up. He said, "You know something?" He said, "God is going to bless you with some money. You finna get check. You finna get not just a check, but a big check. You finna get a big check. You hear me? You finna get a big check, right?"
God.
And he said, when you get it, it's gonna be, you're doing all this here. You understand? Looking all up, trying to see what God is trying to tell him. Yes, sir. So he makes sure he got it right. So okay, it's gonna be a check, right? And when you go to work, you're gonna get this check, and it's gonna be no, it's not gonna be folded in the envelope. It's gonna be flat, laid down flat, staples, some paper stapled together. Your check will be with this paper, with these staple papers, and it's gonna be a big check. And he turned around, and before he got done, he said, "Wait a minute, before you sit down," he said, "Your dresser in your kids' room." He said, "The third one at the bottom, what's wrong with it?" She said, "It's broken." And I'm like, "Hey, how you know that? This nigga Minnie Mom." You know what I'm saying? I'm like, "Hold on, what's up?" You feel me? So then she turned around and said, I said, what's with the drawer? I ain't true about that. You understand? Now, she turned around and immediately had an attitude, right?
God.
And I said, what's wrong with you? She said, "Our kids ain't got their own room." You know what I'm saying? she said it's in my room, you know what I'm saying, the third drawer is where I put their clothes in. You understand? Said, but it's not in their room. Like she said, because she only had a one bedroom at that time.
Okay.
And then after that, she turned around and got the check, right? And then I said, "You got this?" She was mad again. She was hot. She was hot at the pastor, right?
God.
Because it wasn't no big check. She was, like you said, she was already expecting a big check, right? From the job, because they told her she was getting this bonus, supposed to get this big bonus.
God.
And the big bonus only turned out to be $300. He said it was supposed to be on green background, laid out flat, and all of that. It was on blue black background, and it was folded up in an envelope. Hey, she was through. She was through with his ass at that moment. Go ahead.
So who got kids and don't have something wrong with the bottom dresser drawer? They like playing in those things. You know that, right? Like, I got like a whole separate drawers for them, and they done destroyed all of them. Like,
oh, come on,
the kids.
Yeah.
Of course, there's something wrong with the drawer.
Yeah.
Salaki, I was just telling my rib about that the other day. Like, they do the same thing them so-called psychics do. It's the code sits in the room, and the name is something vague, so it'll hit. Oh, you gonna get a call later tomorrow. It's gonna be important. Now, whatever this call is, you should take that opportunity. That could be anything for anybody, and anybody could just run with that. Like, that's all they do.
And then their famous line is, "God said everything is gonna be all right."
Right.
What nigga you know don't got no problems? You can say it all day, every day. I mean, that's actually what we say. We go around and start explaining all of our problems, all the grief we got going on. What's the first thing we say out our mouth to the person that's going through it? "Oh man, it's gonna be all right.
God.
Everything's gonna be all right. God." You know what I'm saying? Just keep going. Keep going, sis. And all. I mean, that's what we say.
God.
I mean, saying God said it's gonna be all right. Oh, that's just something. You understand? That's just something, because God said it's gonna be all right now.
Right.
When hell, everything is wrong. You understand? Right. What ain't going wrong in the Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian household, man? Every damn thing. We don't keep no laws. You go to church.
God.
I mean, damn. That's the start of all your problems. You can begin to alleviate some of them if you stop going to damn church.
God.
You'll see some of that pressure and some of that weight get up off your back. Because you no longer believe in and listening to all them damn lies. You know, go ahead, huh?
That's a lot. Like, the proof of that is just look around you, right? Mm-hmm. It's more of our people leaving the Christian church every day. But you know what I've also seen more of? I was talking to my rib about this today. So my youngest daughter, she go to school in Normandy. Anybody around here know Normandy is mostly neighbors, right? I'm up there dropping her off. At least 50%, if not more, of the people that was up there dropping their kids off was dads. Not dads and moms. The dad was up there with the kid dropping the kid off. Like, our families are coming back together the more we leave in this Christian church. Yeah. Like, the Christian church is really what's splitting our families apart. Like, our oppressor used to do it, but then after he stopped physically just getting into doing it, he just had the pastors carry on for him. Yeah, right. The pastor's message breaks up our family. Right. What they teach in church is breaking up our family. Right. And the more of our people leave it, the more you actually seeing, oh, there's dads in these kids' lives. Oh, these families are sticking together. Right. Yeah, he got like 2 or 3 women, but all his kids is taken care of, and he somehow peaceful with them women. Right. Like, just removing, like, it's like, trust and believe. I want all my people in this truth. But just leaving the Christian church alone is a world of difference.
Right. Right. Huge. You know what I'm saying? And speaking to, man, having more than one woman in his family coming back together and staying together, we finna get on a little bit of that now.
Okay.
You know what I mean? We finna get on that right now. You understand? And talk about the history of the nation of Israel, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man, in multiple lives. Yeah. You understand? That's how, we became a nation.
Yeah, right.
Which is by one man having 4 women.
Yeah.
And we're gonna get off into it. You mean Genesis 28, saw that verse when we were down to probably about 4. Because when you go in the Bible is not a spooky book. You understand? It ain't no book of ghost stories. It's not a book of lies and all that nonsense. It's actually a history book. It's our history. You understand? The people from our line, our ancestors, they turned around and they kept record of everything. I mean, everybody does that. Yeah. That's why I don't see why it's so hard to understand that the Bible is a history book. Maybe it's because of all of the magic that the Christian church has put on the book. You understand? All of the some that they put on the book instead of the truth, right? But this is the history of our people, the different things that went on. Now, of course, every single detail is not in the book, but the things that were most important, that the Lord saw fit to put in there, they're in there. You understand? They are in there, and man, good night. To know the truth,
right?
Do you know what that? Like you said, just leaving the church would just make a world of difference, man. Just do it. Just start with that. That's a start. You know how I said that? Right. That's a start. Yeah. That is a start. Leave that goddamn church. Leave that pork alone. Leave that shrimp and that Christmas and that Thanksgiving and what's coming up next? Halloween. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Leave the Halloween. Man, I went to Walmart the other day. The Halloween section was damn near empty, man. Yeah. And then they wonder how when the white man keep coming up with these statistics of his with all of the millions of damn dollars that he predicts he's going to make on holiday. You understand? He's counting them shells. He's counting them shells, man, and seeing just how much you spending on his holidays. And it just really lets him know how stupid you are. Right. That's really all it boils down to. It's just how damn stupid you really and truly are. To turn around and celebrate the things of the murderer of our people, man. This man, the white man, has been murdering our people since forever. And we can't wait to celebrate this holiday. Yeah. We can't wait to celebrate our birthday. We can't wait to turn up for Labor Day and wear green on St. Patrick's Day and wait for the ball to drop on New Year's Day. All of this nonsense, man. Well, this cat has been murdering us forever. You understand? Right. It's ridiculous. But we're going to go into our people, man. And I know you may have heard in the Christian church, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, because they talk. Now, the pastors have to say some things, you understand, that are in the Bible, just in case you do look. Because they know you're not finna read a damn thing. Kill me. They walk to church with the Bibles in their hand, and they don't even read them no other time, except for when the pastor say, go to this one scripture, now go to this next scripture. Maybe if he's feeling good, he'll give you one more scripture, and then he starts singing and dancing.
Right.
You understand? He know you ain't. He know you coming to see a show, man. He know you not coming to learn the Bible.
Yeah, right.
That's why they do that. That's actually something that they put together every single week. They practice and rehearse a show. Choir rehearsal ain't, to sing the holy songs of God to the children of the Lord. That's not what that is. That's to turn around and prepare for our performance.
Right.
You understand? They have to be on point. Singing and swaying and you understand, all the dancing and the routine got to be on point now.
God.
You understand? You got to be on point. Them robes got to swing same way and all that. It got to be uniform. You understand? It's like, that's what I was sitting right there. It has to be uniform. You understand? It has to look good. It got to sound. They got the top singers in the church.
Right.
Hell, all the R&B singers and the rappers come out the damn church.
God.
And they know how to sing. You know what I'm saying? All of them. Aretha Franklin, Patti LaBelle. I mean, I'm talking about the ones that'll start singing and make your eyes water and have you crying up there.
God.
You understand? Go ahead,
And like you said, they're trained to be performance artists from the time they're like 3 or 4.
Come on.
Like,
you choir.
And if you were actually singing praises to the Most High, right, the way it sounds wouldn't matter because you're actually just singing a praise to the Most High God. You're not trying to impress the people who are sitting out in front of you.
Right.
Right. That's what this is about. It's to impress you. This is why they go on competition.
Right.
This is why the choir practice.
Hey, for real.
God.
They do singing battles in the church.
God of God.
You're right. Come on.
This is why the choir practices at the church more than the Bible is taught at the church.
Come on.
The choir is at the church. Okay, that's why I can go. Back when I was a Christian, right? I remember I had youth choir practice, men's choir practice, praise team practice. Then you got the regular choir practice. And then I wasn't in the other one, but then there was a women's choir practice.
Come on. Yeah. 5 choirs?
Count.
5 choirs.
Count. And that is not including Sunday when you go actually perform.
The main choir.
So now you got
6 choirs.
No, you got 5 choirs and they in the church singing 6 days a week.
Good. Come on. That is ridiculous, man. That is ridiculous. My family, we had our own gospel group. You understand? We had our own choir, my family. You understand? They went around singing and stuff like that. Did all that nonsense, man. You know what I'm saying? Which actually does nothing for blacks, Hispanics, and Native. I mean, you just sing.
Yeah, right.
You'd be better in the shower singing versus being in the choir.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? Because, I mean, first off, you're singing to a white man. You're singing to Caesar Borgia.
Right.
That's what you're singing to. You're singing your songs to an idol, to a false god. Okay? That's who you're singing to. You're not singing your songs to the one true God that exists. There's only one. There's only one. And all the others are made up. You understand? And he's not hearing those songs. He's not praising, you're praising praises and all of that. You understand? He's not with none of that. And it's in the Bible. It's in the Bible that he don't want to hear none of your music.
Right.
He don't want to hear none of your songs. You understand? You singing, but you ain't doing nothing. Like God is about action. He's not about singing. And that's
right.
He can care less about a song, man, when you are sitting day in and day out.
God.
Just because you go up there and sing your heart out and fall all on the floor and cry and to Yolanda Adams, and he ain't impressed by that. The audience is.
God.
The audience impressed like hell.
Right.
They stand up, they clap, And then after that, they throw money in the bucket, boy.
Yeah, okay.
Ooh, that's the whole point of it. To get all the money that they can in the buckets. Well, not even buckets. Some of them got trash cans now. T.D. Jakes collects his tithes with rolling trash cans.
Okay.
You know how you put your recycle, you know what I'm saying, your green and your blue bins out for your trash every week? The blue one for the trash and the green one for the recycle. You understand? With the little arrows going in a circle. No. That's what he pick up his tires with.
Right.
You understand? It's rolling trash cans. Okay? So someone wants you to fill up rolling trash cans, let alone buckets. You understand? Right. But good night, man. I mean, you know, the Christian church is the house of Satan. If 2020 and 2021, let's add both of these years. If it did not show you that, and if you are not running to the ISUPK for your life, for their life,
God,
if you are not running here, because we have been warning you and telling you about that nasty Christian church of yours since 1969.
That's right.
Since then, we've been telling you, get the hell out. What's the movie? Get out. Get out of the Christian church.
All right.
You understand? Get out of that Christian church. You're going to die there. You're already dying. Like you're slowly dying, but you're singing on the way.
God.
They give you a little boost. You understand? The Sunday service, the Friday service, the Wednesday service, all the goddamn service give you something to look forward to. Keep a little life pumping in you when you go, because you go home and damn to die every night.
Right.
You understand? You go back to your miserable hole and you die. You're sad, you're mad, you're angry, you're hurt, all of that. Every day of the week. But then when you come to a performance now, when you come to a revival, when you come to a what's the other one? Not the revival, the holy convocation. Not the convocation, not the holy, it's because convocation, right? Both of them are because convocation.
It's convocation. They call them holy convocation.
They call them holy convocation. You come to the convocation, you'll be like the delivered dude. I no longer like men, I like women. You'll be like him. You understand today, okay? But then you still a whole sissy. You understand? In real life.
Yeah, right.
You still a whole sissy in real life. You know, you'll be like him. You get a little juice when you come to the convocation and the revival and the Bible study and the choir rehearsal and the new saints class and the whatever the hell else program. What you say? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 programs y'all had. Yeah. Come on, you understand? You get a little life. You know, you get a little life when you go, but then when you go back home, you die all over again. You're miserable all over again until you go to church. Yeah. Women killing themselves with no man every day of the week, knowing you want some rod, knowing you want a man to smack you on that booty while you walk in the kitchen to flip them chicken wings, but you just deny yourself. Yeah. You understand? All because of what that nasty pastor is telling you. You know what I mean? So, like I said, you should be running to the ISUPK. Okay, go ahead.
Christianity is a hell of a drug.
It is. It is worse. Weed, crack, meth, heroin, pills, mollies, hollies, jollies. You understand? All of that nonsense mixed together.
Good.
Syrup, lean, cough syrup. You understand? Prozac, Vicodin. Mix all that together. You hear me? God. All them psycho meds and everything. They put all of it together, man, and mix it up and take it, boy. You'll survive that first before you survive that church.
God.
You'll survive that. That church, you might die. I might not never see you again. You know what I mean? Like, good night. I'm telling you. So, like I said, we definitely have the truth for our people in the ISUPK, no matter what the subject, no matter what the topic, you understand? And we are going to do the job that the Christians have failed to do, right? The Christian pastors have failed to actually lead the children of Israel. They failed. And Commander Junior Hunter picked it up, and I mean, is doing exceptional with it. You understand? Come on, man. Like I said, look at the Truth House. Lord, brothers and sisters have changed, and they actually change it out.
Yeah, right.
Not just talking change. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people do that in the church. They talk that change. You know, God bless them so bad this day, and when they what they say, when they started coming to church, when they gave their life to Christ, that's it. They gave their life to Christ. they gave their life to Christ and they really changed. No. You understand? No, and no. You did not change your life. You're still a sinner. You're still sinning by going to church. So like I said, you just have to get out of that hellhole and come on and join your people in the ISUPK.
Yeah, right.
But let's go ahead and get some truth now.
Chapter God, the book of Genesis, chapter 28, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
And Isaac called Jacob and blessed him and charged him and said unto him,
Mm-hmm.
Thou shalt not take a wife of the daughters of Canaan.
Of the who?
Of the daughters of Canaan.
Now, these are Africans.
Ah.
You understand? These are Africans. Now, if we're the same people, why is he telling him not to take a woman of his people then? Canaanites. You understand? And see, this is the thing with, especially the people that try to challenge us, that don't know the Bible. You understand? That if this was true that we were all Africans, we're the same people, then there would be no charge, no such thing as a charge telling him what not to do. Go ahead.
And Salafi, Abraham, Isaac's father, came from the land of Canaan.
Right.
So, if just because you lived there that made him your people,
come on,
then the Canaanites would be his people then
too? The Canaanites would be his people. You understand? You sure right. Okay. That's another big one. These dumb wannabe Africans, Pan-African, but Pan-African Indian. What is? I still don't know what the hell that Pan mean. What is frying pan? Like what the hell kind of pan is it? Your brain fried in a pan, believing that you're African for sure. You understand? But he charged them. He blessed them and he charged. Look, some he's blessing here. You understand? And then I'm gonna tell you something. You better not marry none of those Canaanite women.
Right.
Keep going.
Down verse 2. Arise and go to Padanaram.
I think I like to Padanaram.
Okay.
Padanaram.
Padanaram. Yeah.
Come.
I said it like a flash of water.
Come, go ahead.
Yeah.
Ain't no big deal. Yeah, I know you the Hebrew teacher. You understand? So hey, do your thing. Don't mind me. Shit, I don't even know how to speak proper English sometimes. Go ahead, huh?
To the house of Bethuel, thy mother's father, and take thee a wife from thence of the daughters of Laban, thy mother's brother.
Mm-hmm. And now, if you're going to break it down and ask why this is so important to marry. Well, I don't say tell it. Go ahead.
Verse 3. And God Almighty bless thee, and make thee fruitful, and multiply thee, that thou mayest be a multitude of people.
So that we can be a multitude of people, man. You understand? This is Abraham's blessing. You understand? Isaa's blessing to Jacob.
God.
You understand? Well, he's telling us, look, we gonna be a multitude of people, man. Not turn around and marry the other nations of people and try to grow and be with them, so that we can grow. Because at this time we was an extremely small nation. You understand? Just a few of us. Okay, a hand, like what they say, like a hand, just a handful of us. You understand? Meaning a small amount. You understand? It don't mean actually 5. You understand? But a small amount. A small amount of us. And he's blessing his son and charging him. You with your own people, man, so that we can be a multitude of people. You understand? So that you can multiply. You understand? Keep going.
Verse 4. And give thee the blessing of Abraham to thee, and to thy seed with thee.
To who?
To thee, and to thy seed with thee.
Man, come on now. You cannot tell me that God is for everybody. These are the men that God chose.
Okay.
You understand? And these are their words that they are saying. You understand? Go ahead.
It's a lot here, but I think Isaac would know who Abraham's blessing would go to. It ain't, but the blessing of Abraham don't go to everybody by faith.
Right.
No, it goes to, as the scripture just said, to thee and thy seed with thee.
That's it. That's it.
You understand? That's it. That's all.
That's it. That's all. Nobody else. You understand? All this nonsense on Facebook and Clubhouse about the Abrahamic faith. You understand? If y'all don't cut that nonsense out, there's only one faith. It's the truth.
That's right.
That's it. You understand? No such thing as no damn Abrahamic faith. All that nonsense. That's religion. That's stuff that a person has made up. Yeah. You understand? Who cares about that? You understand? But we do care about what's in this book.
That's right.
Because this is for us. We are part of thee and thou seed only. We are part of them.
God.
You understand? Right. So who in a right mind would actually take something that's for them and give it to another people? Nobody has it. Why do you barely want to give you a job?
Right.
They own the whole business, making all the millions every year, and barely want to give you $8 an hour.
God.
They wish they could give you nothing. That's what they really want to give.
God.
But they ain't sharing nothing with us. Would the Chinese turn around and give us jobs? Will they employ us? And they in our communities,
God,
selling all of the weed in the world to the black woman. But the black woman can't even go in there, let alone. Let's not even talk about getting a job, because you can't even go in there and get treated right.
Right.
You understand? You can't even go in the Chinese joint and get treated like you are a loyal damn customer, like what you are.
Huh.
You understand? The sisters buying weave round the goddamn clock. I'll be glad when they stop.
Okay.
And grow their own damn hair.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? But who's more loyal to the Chinese man than the black woman? And the Arabs too, because some of them sell weave as well. You understand? Who's more loyal to these beauty supplies than the black woman?
God.
And you don't see hardly any of them employed in none of the places.
Yeah, right.
You understand? All you see is them coming in there getting their money, they going right out the door.
Yeah, right.
You know?
Okay.
Like none of them are giving us anything. You understand? They barely give us, like, you know how sometimes you go in a store and they have that little change cup for when you short. Okay. You know what I'm saying? The people, you know, who actually care about other people not having change will put change in that little cup and say, someone may be short. Put my remaining 96 cents in that cup for someone who may need it. Right? And then you go in one of these heathens establishment and be 2 cents short. I've been seen and been in lines where people were 2 cents short. And it wouldn't let you ride with 2 cents.
Oh, wow.
You understand? Thank God there was someone else standing behind the people. You understand? God. Just say, how much they need? I got it, man. Don't worry about it. I got it, sis. I got it, bro. Go ahead. You good. You understand? Or they would not have gotten what they needed for that.
Right.
You understand? But this is the Arabs. Now, they won't even take and give us 2 cents. But we want to take the blessings and give them to everybody.
Right.
We want to say that this is for everybody. Man, we can't even get 2 pennies.
Yeah.
You understand? We can't even get a nice greeting when we walk into the store and say, hey, how you doing, most loyal customer of mine? Go get what you need and I'll see you at the register. We can't get treated like that.
Okay.
Black woman get accused of stealing when she ain't even stolen.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
They turn around and accuse her, locked her in store. You cannot do that. You can't do that. You can't hold somebody hostage. That's against the law. That's illegal.
Okay.
But because they doing it to a nigga, guess what? It don't even matter. It don't even matter. These Chinese people get away with that every single time. There was a sister I seen locked in an African braid shop. She complained about her hair. She did not want to pay. They locked her in the store, called the police on her. You understand? Can't do that.
Wow.
That's not how you do that. It's against the law.
Yeah.
But because she's a nigga, who cares? Come, that's you? Oh, come on with me. That's what they did. Mm-hmm. In what was that one store at that beauty supply where they accused, it was 2 sisters, a mother and a daughter. and they turned around and accused, I believe it was the mother, really accused the mother of stealing. These two women are older, they probably 30s and 40s.
Okay.
And they accuse this sister of stealing. Ain't got nothing on them. They have nothing on them, and they're accusing them of stealing. And they locked them in the store until the police got them. You cannot do that. You cannot do that. And they didn't have anything. I mean, I can just go on and on and on and on forever. But nobody gives us anything, but we are quick, fast, and in a hurry, willing to give them everything we got.
That's right.
That's why we don't have anything today. Now we can't have our own God. Finally, when we got the truth about who our God is, now we got to share Him. Christ, we got to share Christ with everybody. But He only came to save just one people.
Right.
Not everybody. Everybody's not the damn same. Only somebody that don't know that is black people. We are the only people that don't know that everybody's not the damn same.
God.
You understand?
God.
Only us. It's only us that's been brainwashed with that kind of garbage. But read that again. That's a cold cut right there.
Count of the time. Verse 4. And I give thee the blessings of Abraham to thee and to thy seed with thee.
And see, he passed that down. You understand? Abraham took it, passed it on down to his son Isaac. Now Isaac is passing it down to his son.
Right.
You understand? That's how that works. I can't wait till my time is up so I can pass everything I got on down to mine.
God.
You know what I mean? And that's a good feeling. It's a good thing, man. You know what I'm saying? To turn around and to leave your son something. Give them something to work with. You understand? While they are hurt. You know what I mean? That's a good thing.
God.
You know what I mean? Instead of, in the black community, the only thing you can leave now is a bunch of damn debt.
Right.
You understand? You got all kind of people calling you after your parents have passed, talking about something they owe or be. Man, if you don't get off this phone, go ask them for the money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Go get it from them if you need it so bad. Okay? Go down to what's it? Foster. You know what I'm saying? Go down to what's it? B&L.
Yeah.
You understand? Mortuary and cemetery and services and every damn thing else, and go get your money. You understand? Straight up. But the only thing we can pass down is a bunch of damn debt.
Yeah.
You understand? But now that we got this truth, we're gonna pass down a whole lot. You understand? While our children are living, and even when it's time for us to roll, we're gonna give them something to work with. Go ahead.
That's a lot, but that's one of the reasons why we do that though. Mm-hmm. It's because we don't even understand how inheritance works.
God.
Like we've never had anything to inherit, so we don't even know how it works. Like if somebody has something and they pass it down to their family, that doesn't mean it goes to everybody.
Right.
So you mean to tell me when Bill Gates died, everybody's supposed to get money from Bill Gates' account? No, his children get that money. That's how it works. That's how inheritance works. Now the blessing of Abraham is the same way. Mm-hmm. It went to his children and their children after them.
Right.
We don't get that because we don't understand what inheritance is, and two, they've taken our history, they've taken our culture. We believe we're Gentiles, so we believe the only way that we can be saved is if Gentiles are allowed to be saved. Non-Israelite Gentiles are allowed to be saved. Well, then that has to include everybody. Even in our oppressors' Christianity, it still don't include you.
No, it don't.
It only include them. They the only ones making it in. Right? In the Asian afterlife, that's only them. It's just them and they heaven. In Indian heaven, it's only Indians. Right? The East Indians, it's only them and their nirvana. Mm-hmm. Right? But for us, it got to be a rainbow coalition.
Yep. Got to be everybody. That's ridiculous. When God is not for everybody.
That's right.
He's only for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Read a little more, maybe.
Mm-hmm. That thou may inherit. It's like that thou mayest inherit the land wherein thou art a stranger, which God gave unto Abraham.
Good night. You understand? Let's skip through a little bit. Go to 29 and I want to get to the point to where where Jacob ended up working for both sisters, but we're gonna skip past that. I'm gonna just sum it up a little bit. Um, go down to um, go down to 13, 29, Genesis 29, 13. And let's start there. This is when Jacob he took that charge from his father and his mother. You understand, to go and meet up with his uncle Laban. You understand, and marry one of his daughters. All right, and he did just that. He found him. You understand, and now he laid eyes on the youngest daughter, Rachel. You understand what they like to say? She blew his mind. You understand? She was just as beautiful as she could be, like our sisters are. You understand? And he turned around and decided he wanted her, and then now we're going to get to that point. Go ahead.
God. The book of Genesis, chapter 29, verse 13. And it came to pass when Laban heard the tidings of Jacob, his sister's son, that he ran to meet him and embraced him and kissed him and brought him to his house. And he told Laban all these things. Verse 14. And Laban
said, and think about it. The tidings of good news. You understand? Right. And then he ran. He heard about his nephew. And he ran. Think about, being spread out. You understand? Not living in the same state as your people. You understand? That's the problem with us being all spread out now. Right. Is when we go, good night, when we go, you understand, to say, for instance, we went to the Passover for Texas, we went to New York, you understand, before the COVID-19, you understand, when we would go to Chicago, when we would, you see brothers running up to each other, saluting each other, running up to the sisters doing the same thing, running up to the brothers, saluting them, you understand, because we ain't seen each other in so long. You understand? It's like, God damn, like family reunion. You understand? Right. So this is what the bond, he was excited about hearing about his nephew. And, you know what I'm saying? His nephew was in town. So that's what they do it.
God. Verse 14. And Laban said to him, surely thou art my bone and my flesh. And he abode with him the space of a month.
Okay, now stop right there. Now, that bone and flesh thing, now, they love to say that that only applies to Adam and Eve. You understand? When they don't know what they're talking about. Here, this is two men. You understand? This is an uncle to a nephew. And you bone of my bone. That's the same thing that Adam was expressing about Eve, which bone of my bone and flesh of my flesh is talking about your family of family. You understand? We're family. You understand? Family of family. That's it. You understand? It's just like when one person has, say for instance, you got two brothers and two sisters. Then each one of them have children. You're family of a family. You understand? Each man has a child, and even with the women, you understand, the men. Now, even though those four come from that one, mother and father, the mother and father, but still, those two men of the women, that's their family. You understand? And the other two men, the two brothers, that would be those families. We got four families within one. And I can just keep going on and on and on and on and on with that. You understand? But that's what that means. I just wanted to clear that up too, because a lot of Christians believe that only applies to Adam and Eve. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. When family applies to all of us.
Yeah, right.
And that's the thing about being in the Christian church and not being in the truth. You don't know the Bible. You'll never know it You'll never understand it. The only thing you will know and understand is what your pastor has been lying to you for all of these years. That's all you'll know. Whatever lie he told you, you'll know that, and that's it. And you don't even want to hear nothing else. You understand? You don't even want to hear nothing else because you think you're solid when you standing on a tree branch. It's about to break. You understand? Go ahead, I'll keep reading.
God. Slide. Verse 14. Mm-hmm. That's like it. Verse 15. And Laban said unto Jacob, because thou art my brother, shouldest thou therefore serve me for naught? Tell me, what shall thy wages be?
So while he living with him and working for him, he like, man, I ain't finna have you working for nothing.
God.
You understand? What is it that you want as pay? Like anytime you sit down and get hired for a job, you do an interview.
God.
You understand? You discuss your wages. You understand? And in some cases, if you can show that you come with some skills, you got some experience, you've been in the game for a couple of years, got some degrees, you might be able to negotiate your wages. A lot of times they can have a set where they say, okay, well, this starts off at $12 an hour, $13, $15 an hour. But if you say, oh, well, I've been to college 4 years, I got this degree, master's, bachelor's, associate. You understand? I've been on the job for 4 years and this and that, training up under. You might say, oh, okay, well, damn, we bump you up to about 18 then. You know what I mean? It might happen. It may happen. So he's sitting down, they're going over the wages that Jacob wants for working for Laban. Go ahead.
Okay, verse 16. And Laban had 2 daughters. The name of the elder was Leah, and the name of the younger was Rachel. Mm-hmm. Verse 17. Leah was tender-eyed, but Rachel was beautiful and well-favored.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Like this scripture, this was like one of the first scriptures I learned when I learned Hebrew.
Mm-hmm.
See, this is why Hebrew, when you translate it, it's not always exactly what it says, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't translate well to English, right? Basically, this scripture, when it says tender eyes, right, it means she had a beautiful face. She was beautiful in the face. But where it says beautiful and well-favored, in Hebrew, is Yipah Ta'ar, which means is she had a beautiful shape. Mm-hmm. Leah had a pretty face. Mm-hmm. Rachel had a nice body. Mm-hmm. So he was trying to get the one with the body. And he wasn't worried about the one with the cute face.
Hey, to the guys that believe women shouldn't wear pants, she must have had some pants on. Showing off her shape. Fake Israelite.
And I always use this to point out, like, Jake since the beginning has been picking the one with the nice body because he that's what he likes seeing, right? Mm-hmm. So, this is how.
So in other words, Rachel was thick as a mother. You understand? She was thicker than a snicker.
And this is how I keep telling people: this is not a spooky, magical book. No. This is what happened in this story. He saw one with a pretty face. He saw one with a nice body. He wanted the one with the body.
How your mom meet you that? Like, come on, man.
Like, this is real life. This isn't something mystical, magical, made up.
It's real life.
This is like I use that point because, like, what is that? That doesn't belong in a religious text. It belongs in a historical text. Right. It belongs in a history book. Right. Well, this is why this man wanted to make that choice. Right. Because this is just a history of a people. Mm-hmm. This isn't spookism, and this isn't something for everybody. This is our history for us. Right.
And only we can understand it because we know what thick as a mug is all about.
Kind of God.
We know what fine as hell is all about.
Kind of God.
We know what shorty was bad is all about. We know what all that is about. Right. That's why it's in the book like that. Because only we talk like that.
Kind of God.
Like I like have no clue. I be trying to figure out like what would make a white man get with a white woman. I'm looking at the white woman like how do you even talk to her? How do you even get to know her? How do you do it? Like, I mean, black people, we do it so well. We speak that game. You understand? we dropped that line on her, and you know, they say she's going.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I just don't see how they do it.
Okay.
It just seemed just as bland. Their relationship seemed just as bland as they mashed potatoes in a box, ready to stir and mix with water. Hey, that's how their relationship seemed to me, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
It's just as bland as they barbecue is. The sauce is the flavor. That's it. The meat has no taste. You understand? Right. No taste whatsoever. You know, that's how I look at their relationship. I look at their relationship the same way. It's a lot. You understand? But it just seemed bland. You know what I mean? But us, we got a whole lot of flavor. You know what I'm saying? Brothers backing sisters down. Sisters be trying to run a little game too. You know what I mean? Yeah. They run a little game too. They with it just as well as we are. But if we're in the right spirit, man, it'd be much more beautiful than what we have going on today. You know what I'm saying? Well, go ahead, Doc. Keep going.
Oh, God. Verse 18. And Jacob loved Rachel and said, I will serve thee 7 years for thy younger daughter Rachel.
Mm-hmm. So he said, all right, well, he tried to negotiate them wages. You know what I'm saying? And that's what he came up with. Keep going.
Okay. Verse 19. And Laban said, it is better that I give her to thee than that I should give her to another man. Abide with me.
Mm-hmm. Now, see, you got to know something about this is one reason why fathers are absolutely needed in the homes.
Damn right.
They are needed around these boys and these girls.
Right.
Not just girls.
Right.
Let's get it right. The father needs to be around all of his children, whether they're boys or girls, because they both need their father to learn how to be a man and to turn around and learn what a man is. That's what their daughter needs. Right. You understand? And she needs someone in her life to help her choose the right man, to choose the right man for her. Right. That's how it was done back then. Why? Because Laban knew just how Jacob was raised. You understand? That's why he said that. He said, man, look, it's better that I give my daughter to you than somebody else that I don't know. Right. I know nothing about. You understand? You might have my daughter riding with you, selling crack and holding it and stuffing it somewhere, doing every damn thing evil. You understand? Up under the sun, man. Ain't no telling what you have my daughter out here doing. You understand? I don't know you, but you my bone, my bone. I know you. You understand? So it's better that I give my baby to you. Yeah, and I cannot wait. And we already doing it in ISUPK.
Yeah, right.
But I can't wait till all of our people, you understand, or we all doing the same things, man. We could like kill the statistics and we would wipe a lot of them out. You understand? A lot of those negative statistics, we would wipe them out if we would get back to our culture. Yeah. It wouldn't be all this baby mama, baby daddy drama. It wouldn't be all these AIDS. St. Louis would not be the damn AIDS and STD capital. Right. You understand? This is the AIDS and STD capital. What? Okay. 63118 has the most AIDS and STDs in Missouri, period. One small little zip code on the south side. 63118, I believe it is. 116. Straight, go ahead.
So you mean over there where all the gay bars are?
No, that's 63118 is, I don't think it's Manchester. You talking about right there. It's from Manchester. Tower Grove, I don't think that's what. Hey, but it's a bunch of them. I'm sure it's a bunch of AIDS over there too. All them homosexuals over there. Okay. All up and down Manchester. You ain't lying, huh? You sure right. That's like gay city by itself. that's like gay city by its damn self. No, I'm talking about more so on like south, deep south, like Grand, Jefferson area. You understand? Broadway. You understand? All down Grandboys, all up in there. I think that's all 63118. Okay. And it has they have the most AIDS and STDs than Missouri, period. Than all of Missouri put together. And that's ridiculous.
Okay.
That is ridiculous, man. You understand? But we could kill those numbers if we was to get back to our culture. Start doing things the way that the Lord told us to do. You understand? Sister, stop being so evil, putting your man out of the damn house in search for another man. That's ridiculous. Like, that is the dumbest thing. Like, you think you'll get a man and you ain't have no problems out of him? You actually think that there's a man out there that don't want another woman? Hell, as horrible as you are, I can't help but want another. God damn, you're horrible. Man, you heard some of these stories about what these sisters be doing to these brothers out here? Yeah. I just seen the video, man. My ribs sent me this video where this brother took his woman on a cruise. And the woman spoke to the man, he spoke back. And she fought him all in the damn cruise out. On the goddamn cruise ship, man. Fought this man. Fought this brother. And he simply just said hi. That's all he did. He spoke back to the lady. You can't now you can't even be kind to another sister. You know what I'm saying? You can't be kind. That's Christianity, man. That's Christianity teaching black women that a man is supposed to be monogamous. A man chooses to be what he wants to be.
Right.
You understand? If he wants to have one, I ain't gonna say the word monogamy because that word is just ugly. You understand? It's ugly, it's ridiculous, and it's something that we black men have never chosen. Okay? And what is it, maybe 1, 2? You understand? Who was it? Christ, Paul. You understand? Like very, very few men choose not to have a woman, man, especially more than one. Come on.
Right.
You understand? Well, why wouldn't you want them? I mean, they're beautiful. You understand? They are lovely, especially when they're in the right spirit. You understand? Why not have 10 of them? You know, 10 of them serving you. You understand? Obeying you, bringing money to the table. Ain't that what the Bible say?
Okay.
The Bible say a wise daughter brings an inheritance to her husband. Don't just be looking for me to pay no bills. You understand? Bring some paper to the table. Yeah. Bring all that old used box. You understand? Bring all that, all them other people's kids, all the trauma, all the everything. Look, give me a break. Give me a goddamn break. Cut the check. You understand? That's what I need you to do. Not be talking about pay me. You understand? Yeah. What Beyonce had it wrong. Pay my bills. You know what I'm saying? She had it all wrong. Your sisters got juiced up off of that, and you ain't had nobody pay nothing but a damn electric bill.
Right.
You understand? That's all Negroes is paying. Now. They ain't paying no whole bills. Now. You ain't that bad. You understand? You ain't that bad. You don't bring enough peace. You understand? To the table for no brother to be paying all of your bills. Stop it. All right? But, yeah, Beyonce had y'all souped up. It was a nice song, but she souped y'all up. You understand? And this is how our nation got started right here. You understand? One man married 4 women. Now we're finna get off into that. And then we at the time too, so we'll get out of here. Go ahead, Doc. Let's skip down to we'll skip past the part where he ended up giving him the oldest sister. Let me see. Go to 27. I'm breaking down a little bit. Okay. He turned around and he agreed to work for Laban of 7 years. Jacob fulfilled his end of the bargain. He worked 7 years. Now it was time for him to get his wife. He wanted the young one, Rachel, and he sent Leah into the room instead of Rachel. And then when he woke up, you know how it is when you say you're drunk. You know what I'm saying? You know how it is on the movie. Okay. You was drunk. You didn't know what the hell you doing. Yes, you did. So he turned around and come over like, wait a minute, what's going on, man? You gave me Leah instead of Rachel. Why you do this to me? He told him, he said, in our culture, you understand, because that lets you know that, matter of fact, read that real quick. Read that part.
Okay.
It's 25, right?
Okay.
Yeah, read 25 and 26.
Verse 25. And it came to pass that in the morning, behold, it was Leah. And he said to Laban, what is this thou hast done unto it's like, what is this thou hast done unto me? Did I not serve thee for Rachel?
Hey, now you know he had tried to blame it on alcohol because whatever it was, it didn't stop him from doing the do. You know what I'm saying? It did not stop nothing. What they like to say, hey, nothing stop the freak show. It's a lot. You understand? And he went in there and got busy and handled his business. And then now that he came down and they just celebrated, had a little wine. Now he come down off the wine, he got a little hangover, you know what I'm talking about. Now he realized who he with. But like I said, it didn't stop anything before.
Right.
You understand? So go ahead.
Wherefore? It's like, wherefore then hast thou beguiled me? Verse 26. Mm-hmm. And Laban said, it must not be so. It's like, it must not be so done in our country.
What is he saying by saying that? He's saying, look, this is how we do it in our culture. We can't give you the youngest daughter and not the oldest. It had to go in order. The Bible says to do all things decently and in order. Right. You can't turn around and have the oldest sister, the one she's been here 30 years, you understand? And the young one, just not 21. And because she is thick as a mug, you understand? You want to give her away first. No, we got to do this in order. Right? So he explained it to him. Keep going.
Got on the cut. To give the younger before the firstborn.
That's not how we're going to do that, Jacob. We don't do that like this around here. Okay. I understand you wanted Rachel. Then guess what? You can have her too. They just got to go in order. Okay. You understand? So they sat back down, bargained again, and then now he had to work another 7 years, and then he got both of his women. Right? He got both. Right. He had 2 women now. Right. Right. So now skip down to 30. Go to 29.
Okay. Verse 29. And Laban gave to Rachel his daughter, Bilhah, his handmaiden, to be her maid.
Okay, so he got handmaids. He got people that's working for him. And he said, okay, now you're going to turn around. And you know something? You think about that. What do they call them workers? The ones that come out after the woman. Because they don't do that here, but they still do it in other countries. To where when the woman has a baby, come out, have this person work with you and help you out, do all that after you just got married and had a baby. What's the term they call them now? Can you think of it? But you know what I'm talking about, right? I can't think of it. I can't remember the name of it, but it's something that they call them. And like I said, I know they don't do that here, but I know in other countries they do. They'll send out someone to work with you. So I think like a year or something like that, ain't it? I think it's like a year to where these people work with you and help the woman. You understand? So there won't none of that postpartum mess even kick in. Yeah. You understand? You got to understand that when you take Christianity off the Bible, this is a beautiful culture, man.
Right.
For the sister to have a baby, get married, get pregnant, and have some help. You understand? Nowadays, hell, the mama, the grandmother is like, hey, don't bring them babies over here. See, them your babies. I did my thing. I ain't give you no kids. You better take them kids somewhere else. You better have play up. Watch, better get a daycare. All kind of stuff. Like, goddamn, Granny, what you supposed to do? You understand? That's what we supposed to do. Be looking out for each other, not being so selfish. So I want to live my life now. Your old ass sat trying to go to the club. You understand? But in our culture, man, this is a beautiful culture. You turn around and get married and then have you some help to take care of the baby. Families are so split up right now. And sidebar, I had a sister tell me the other day that the government with this vaccination has separated black families. Oh my God! I said, sis, if you believe that is the cause of our separation, you are highly stupid. You understand? You are extremely stupid to believe that. Black folks have been separated and divided Ain't no damn code, no vaccinated, vac, and no unvac. You know what I mean? Come on. You understand? Go ahead,
Like they call it night nurses, baby nurses, or newborn care specialists.
There we go. You understand? That's it right there. That's what these handmaids are to help the sister. Okay, keep going.
Okay. Verse 30. And he went in also unto Rachel.
Went in also unto Rachel. Yeah, Leah and his sister. He had sex with them both, not at the same time. You understand?
Right.
Get your filthy minds out the gutter for you Christians. You understand? And for the ones that love to say, "Oh, I know them women y'all got sleeping with." We don't play that in there.
Damn right.
You understand? If a woman is married to a man and she sleep with any damn body, that's it. It's over.
God.
You understand? You ain't gonna be touching no woman, especially not no woman. The Lord ain't with no lesbianism.
That's right.
Even no gay mess.
Right.
God is not gay. You gay. You understand? But God ain't. You understand? Go ahead, keep reading.
God. And he loved also Rachel more than Leah, and served with him yet 7 other years. Let's see, verse 31.
Yeah, keep on.
Okay. And when the Lord saw that Leah was hated, he opened her womb, but Rachel was barren.
Okay, so the younger one, the little bad one that he had, didn't have no children, right? But the older, beautiful one, she started popping the babies. You understand? She had the most. You understand? She, Leah had 6, right? What is 6? 5 or 6? It was 5. Yeah, it's either 5 or 6. I can't remember. But I think she had 5 of his children by herself. You understand? That's what I'm talking about right there. Go ahead.
And see, this is where we need to make a distinction from, Hebrew and English, right? Because when it said that he loved Rachel more than Leah, right? Again, that word is the same word that he used above when they was talking about how he loved Rachel so much. But that word means physically attracted to. It doesn't mean that he had some emotion, like when they said that he saw Rachel and he loved Rachel. He was physically attracted to her. He was more physically attracted to her than he was to Leah.
Right.
Leah was just less physically attracted to her. So it doesn't mean that he was being evil to Leah.
Right.
And so see, we in this country have a concept of what hate means. Right. And it's not what it meant biblically. Right? He preferred one over another one, and the Most High saw that, and the Most High favored the one that he didn't prefer. Right. That's it.
Right, and it didn't mean like he just hated her guts and spit on her when she walked past, kicked her downstairs when she, trying to get her to lose the baby and all. It didn't mean no nonsense like that.
She had 5 of his sons.
Right.
He obviously didn't hate her too much.
Come on. You understand? and absolutely. And you are correct. That's an excellent point to bring out, too, as far as the love and hate thing, because immediately that's what our people will go to. Like, oh, he was probably beating on her. He probably, said never saw her or something like that. Damn, they had 5 kids. You understand? You're right. They had 5. You gotta be doing something to get 5. You understand? She had to been twerking or something. You understand? Hey, go ahead, get ready. And it's like that. I mean, them bodies of your yes, we love them. Yes, we do.
That's right.
But that ain't what truly make a woman beautiful.
Right.
It's her spirit. The woman with the right spirit, boy, you can have the baddest body and be the most beautiful thing in the world and be just as ugly as all get out. You know what I mean? And it could be the other way around, and boy, you be the baddest thing walking. And so if you in the right spirit, that's what make you look. I mean, brothers, we look at them bodies. Don't get it twisted. You understand? We sure looking at that. You understand? But when you got a spirit to match the tail, oh my God, you winning. You understand? You are winning. Okay? So keep that in mind. Work on your spirit. work on becoming a better woman.
Right.
And said, you all look, we already know what you're working with, and we want something, and we're gonna get it. But work on that spirit, work on that attitude, that big mouth, that flip lip. You understand? My mother used to say that all the time. Flip it the lip. You understand? She said all the time, boy, you always flip it your goddamn lip. You understand? Stop being so flippant at the lip. Stop being so foul at the mouth. You understand? Stop being so selfish and fighting your man on cruises and I'm like, come on. Because he turned around and spoke to a sister. I mean, he pulled out the rod and he was getting the vagina on the chip right in front of everybody. Like, I mean, damn. Now something like that, I can understand. You walk in on something like that. Your man just don't give a damn. Tongue and some sister down in front of you or something. That can make you upset. I understand that. But God damn, just because he spoke? Just because the man spoke. And this woman fought this guy on a cruise. Trying to, fighting him, smacking him and punching him in his face. And he trying his best. Me, I would have just flipped over the damn rail. I'm going to body slam you. No, this kid, man. But, she shouldn't have been attacking him.
Right.
Regardless of how mad you were. And then people recording. You know what I'm saying? Then her clothes is falling all over the place. She had on a little, look like a shirt, dress, or whatever. I forgot what the hell they call them, but they come short, mid-thigh. Anyway, then she falling all over the floor. Got that dunk everywhere, for JJ everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Come on. Humiliating yourself, looking stupid, acting stupid. You know what I mean? Come on, man. And this is what our sisters need to learn. Need to learn that it's a man's right to have more than one woman. This is why the ISUPK teaches the truth. So that you can stop acting like this idiot on the cruise ship, fighting your man. In fact, it was just a sister, if I'm bringing it out, sister murdered her man because he had another woman and took a chance at murdering her own baby. The man was holding their child while she shot him. And shot the goddamn baby too. Shot the baby and murdered the damn man, all because he had another woman.
God.
And then last night we was on Clubhouse and the sister and I was waiting for my turn to speak again because I can get this out. Sister said that having multiple wives breaks up home. No, monogamy breaks up homes.
Right.
Monogamy has broken up more homes than the law allows. By you forcing a man to only have one damn woman, he don't want one woman. He wants two or more. And by you trying to force that, that's what's breaking up the families.
God.
If he had it his way, he'll have his 2-3 women, and he'll be with his children, and life will be swell. Everything will be good. But he got to worry about you going through his phone. He got to worry about you calling the other women, running your damn mouth. He got to worry about y'all meeting up at the park of the gas station to fight some damn work. He's still doing that.
God.
I just see, they was at Murder Mobile on Goodfellas.
God.
Where they it's got his name for a reason.
God.
Murder Mobile. It goes down at Murder Mobile. And here go two sisters planning on murdering each other at the mobile over their man. You understand? And he went over y'all. Like, what the hell are y'all fighting for? It's just silly. You know what I mean? Go ahead, huh?
So, since most of us, come from, listen, we know so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American men, usually have more than one woman, right? So if you convince them that monogamy is the only way to go, well, then which family of his do you break up? Because see, monogamy, you have to break up the family. Yeah. He already has 2 or 3 as it is.
Mm-hmm.
We're teaching them how to do it righteously. You have to break up the family. Same thing when you go into some of those fake Israelite groups where they say, oh, you can only have One. Yeah. So then, which ones do I have to leave? And I already got 4.
Right.
So which one do I leave then?
Right. Ain't that stupid?
Like that doesn't make sense. You're breaking up the family.
Yeah.
To say that that you're keeping families together, that doesn't make. It's the opposite of what you're saying. Yeah. It's Christianity. It's
Christianity all day long. And that monogamy stuff is ruining the black community. Because God did not give us monogamy. He gave man the choice. Right. He gave man multiple wives. You understand? And if this is what you want, you can have it. And I'll be damned. Most men choose multiple wives. You understand? Here it is right here. LeBron is breaking down how it's done in our culture. If it had been wrong to do, LeBron would not have been doing that. He would not have given him 2 women. He would not have given him 2 of his daughters. If it was wrong. But there's nothing wrong. It's not unlawful. So he like, no, let's get it right now. I can't give you the younger one before I give you the old. You understand? I got to give you the old one first. Then you can get the younger one. You understand? You can have the other one if you like. You understand? So that's how it has to go. And it wasn't unlawful for him to have. And they even we even gonna get to the scripture where it said that the Lord blessed him. You understand? Blessed Jacob. So if Jacob was so wrong for him having multiple wives, which ended up being 4 of them, then guess what? He wouldn't have gotten blessed. You understand? Go ahead.
That's a lot. The first verse you pulled, Genesis 28:1. Isaac called Jacob and blessed him and charged him. This is what he charged him to do. This is what he got. The blessing that came from Abraham, from the Most High God. This is what, when he's giving it to Jacob, this is what he tells him to go do. And he goes and gets 2 wives. Like, where do you see any unrighteousness in that? Like, there is no unrighteousness. Because this is exactly in that, right? This is the same story just carried on, right? The next chapter just goes into how he got it, right? But it's the same. These are the instructions that a man of God gave him, was to go to your uncle to find you a wife. And guess what? He came back with 2.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Let me see. Read a little more.
Okay.
Skip down to we saw
we're at 32.
32? Okay, go ahead. This is where matter of fact, skip down to chapter 30, verse 1. This is when from 31 on down, 32 on down, Leah started having children. Right? Yeah. And then now we're finna go to Rachel. Go ahead.
Verse 30. That's like book of Genesis, chapter 30, verse 1. And when Rachel saw that she was that she bare Jacob no children, Rachel envied her sister and said unto Jacob, give me a child, or else I die. Verse 2.
So that's the black woman all day long. You understand? She really believes in her heart that if she gives this man a child, that he would love her more. Every sister think that. If they just only have children, if it's just one, I gave you your son. I gave you your daughter. You understand? And they really feel like that. And guess what? They right. They right. Men, we want children. I want a bunch of them. You understand? I can't wait till I got 20 of them. And then I had all of them have children. So I'll be grandpa, great grandpa, great, you know what I'm saying? I can't wait till it's 1,000 of us around this world. You understand? Having a huge family, man, that means a lot. You understand? And I'm one of those men. I come from a big old family. You understand? Now I'm part of a bigger family. Yeah, you understand? Right. And then now guess what? I want even a bigger family. You understand? So it is what it is. And guess what? Sisters, you're right. You understand? When you get pregnant, oh my God, it's just something about that big old belly. You understand? You can't help but rub it, look at it, smile at my son and then my baby girl and then my princess. We love it. You understand? Right. And so yeah. Think just that. Having his baby, oh, he'll love me more. It's gonna put a little icing on the cake. Go ahead. Keep reading.
Verse 2. And Jacob's anger was kindled against Rachel.
Yeah.
And he said, Am I in God's stead, who hath withheld thee from the fruit of the womb? Verse 3.
So he had to check her a little bit. He like, look, I ain't the one that just stopping you from getting pregnant. You understand? He like, why you going in on me? That's what he's saying. Keep going.
Verse 3. And she said, Behold, my maid Bilhah, go in unto her, and she shall bear upon my knee, that I may also have children by her.
Okay, so this was what they call surrogate mother. You understand? That's what this was like. Okay, and she like, okay, you have this baby for me, girl. Go on in there, be with my man, marry him. You understand? And get to the point where it said that too.
Oh,
go to verse 4. Just know that this wasn't no hoe stuff. You understand? This wasn't no one night stand mess. This wasn't no smash and pass. The Bible will tell you what this was right here. Keep going.
Verse 4. And she gave him Bilhah, her handmaid, to wife.
To what?
To wife.
To what?
To wife.
To wife. You understand? He took her as a wife. Not just no thought, not just no trick on the stroll or whatever, you understand? Whatever you want to call it. Okay? Not just no hit and run. No, this woman, she gave her handmaid to him to be his wife. Because guess what? She knew, just like everybody else, because she was raised right. You were not. You understand? But these women in the Bible were raised right. They were raised to know that their man could have more than one woman. And it's not unlawful. And they were, Rachel started the competition. Right? Well, no, actually, Leah did. Leah said it first. If I just have children, he would love me more. Right? And then, now Rachel done jumped in the game. And you know, black women are extremely competitive.
Right.
They don't want to lose to nobody.
Yeah, right.
You understand? In their mind, all they do is win, no matter what. Like the song said. You understand? And these sisters they were adamant about winning. And now here go Rachel. She like, look, hey, just marry my handmaid, get her pregnant. Since I can't get pregnant, then we turn around and that be my baby, and I'll win the game. I'll be in the game, right? But she ended up having, she had two, right? I think Rachel had two. So. Yeah, Rachel had two of her own. Yeah, Rachel had two of her own. You understand? So she didn't lose at all. You understand? She had her man. And they didn't notice something. They didn't put him out. They didn't bleach his clothes. They didn't flatten his tires and bust the windows on his car. You understand? They didn't try to sleep with his friend to get revenge and get back at him. They didn't do none of that.
Yeah, right.
Those sisters dealt with their man having more than one woman. You understand? And these two blood sisters.
Right.
You understand? Like these two sisters that's raised in the same house. Black women act like it is a crime for them to be jealous. That's just how y'all are. Like that's how you born. You born that way. You are born that way. That's just something that we all got to deal with. God damn. Give me a headache thinking about it. Give me some habits. You understand? Just thinking about having to deal with your simple self and you being so jealous. But that's just part of who you are. You understand? All of them jealous.
Right.
And man, you should have heard the clubhouse last night. We went down to Captain Zoya. He made some fire room, boy.
Right.
You understand? And it went down. And the sister was in there, I just can't take it. My man, he can go to work 8, 10, 12 hours, but him knowing him, me and somebody else, I can't. Stop it. It's all about you controlling the man. You understand? And that's the problem. That's the problem. You ain't supposed to be controlling your man. That's not how you get a man to do what you want. You better come in the door and get in the game like Leah and Rachel did. You understand? And play to win. You understand? Not to destroy his other relationships. You understand? Their goal was to win the affection of their husband, not to turn around and and put poison all in the other woman's ear. You understand? And tell her nonsense, throw stuff in her face, say different things, do different things, be all in her inbox, talking about this and talking about all this silly mess. You understand? That's not what these sisters did.
God.
They didn't destroy and tear down each other. It's even in the scripture where it said that these two sisters helped build this nation. You understand? It wouldn't have got built had them sisters, had they act like you today. You understand? We would be nowhere. It'd probably be 12 of us. That's it. It'd just be 12 of us.
Yeah.
We wouldn't even be a nation. You understand? Nobody would be getting with nobody.
Right.
You understand? Like that sister on that damn cruise ship.
Yeah.
Oh my! I'm sure she monitors his phone, his drawers, and his keys, and his car, and every damn thing else. I'm pretty sure I heard sisters back in the day, they used to check the miles on the damn car to see how far. At first, I didn't believe that, but I started hearing it too damn much. I'm like, maybe these sisters are doing that for real.
Okay.
They been had GPS tracking a long time ago. It's called your damn woman. Go ahead.
A black woman invented GPS.
Yeah, a black woman invented. And for the life of me, I don't see why she didn't put Shaquita on that thing instead of Becky. You understand? Put Shaquita on the GPS, not Becky. You understand? Maybe I can get to where I'm going faster and, can understand. Becky turn around and tell me to turn around. I'm passed up my thing. Look, you got me going the wrong way now. Go ahead.
That's a lot. But also in this verse, it's clear here is that, it says that she gave him Bilhah, her handmaid to wife.
Mm-hmm.
Then I don't see a paper work put in here. I don't see going to the government officials.
Oh, no.
I don't even see a celebration. No. I just see him
married,
going into her to be his wife. Like, so the sex is what made her his wife.
He went straight to the Teddy Pendergrass. Can you woo?
So like what you were saying, ain't no smash and pass, because guess what? If you smash, that's yours.
That's yours now. Ain't no pass. Please don't pass it. Please don't.
Because even as far back as Genesis,
smash and continue to smash. Go ahead.
Yeah, right.
Go ahead.
And as far back as Genesis, they have known as a part of their culture that sex is marriage.
Right.
And when you have these multiple women, it's because you've had sex with these women, and now they're yours. Right. The handmaid didn't have a husband.
Mm-hmm.
Now Jacob is her husband.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like those two sisters didn't have a husband. Now he's because that is who, as the scripture says, went into her.
Right.
Right.
Absolutely.
That's what makes marriage. Now all the paperwork and the working out your terms and stipulations, that's outside, right? If you want to go ahead and there's a dowry arranged and all this other stuff, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But the marriage is the sex.
Absolutely. And it makes more sense, you understand, versus having a piece of paper. Like, what is a piece of paper going to do? Versus you two sharing y'all bodies with each other. You understand? Like that, it has to be something greater than the white man's piece of paper and his certificate.
Right.
And sex being marriage makes way more sense than I now pronounce you husband and wife. You know what I'm saying? It makes way more sense than that, because soon as you feel like it, you can go get a divorce. And everybody that go get married by way of paper, they end up getting divorced. Over 86% of them. So I mean, like, damn, what's the point? Right. And then it's always some excuse. You having a problem? Who don't? Who does that? That is an infant excuse. That is a child. That is a child's excuse for you to turn around and want to get rid of your man or your woman. It's because y'all have pride. We growing our separate. You know how many people I done heard say they growing they separate way. Like, what the hell? Just grow your ass back together. You understand? You growing apart, grow the hell back together. Simple as that. You know what I mean? You can't leave each other. Why would you want to do that? You know, why would you? You turn around, you got children and all of this. Learn to stay with your man or your woman. Stay together. Like I said, the problems that we are having in the hood, we can stop that.
Yeah, right.
We can put an end to a lot of problems that we have if Christianity would be wiped off of the table. And getting married, uh, according to how the white man tells you to. Now, meanwhile, you having sex with every damn body.
Right.
You understand? You ain't stopped having sex with people. You're still having sex with whoever wants some, but you ain't married. You understand? Like that is disgusting as it comes. For you to sit and share your mind, like I don't even understand how does a woman even want all them different men up inside her? Like as soon as you have a problem, the first thing you think of is to go get another man, go get another rod, and then turn around and after you start having problems with him, go get another rod, and then you know they blame God on that too. But God said this is my husband. God said you the one. But then all of a sudden you ain't the one no damn more. Well, this God said this though, right?
Right.
God said, and then you know magically after God said this is your husband, now you asking God, is this really the one that you said is for me? Because he ain't acting like it no more. And then now magically God tells you, no, he's not the one anymore, my child. Pookie is now the one for you. You understand? Like, come on, man, that's stupid. Go ahead.
And I was just looking up something, and the numbers. It's like I don't think you actually know how bad it is.
Mm.
It said so. This is about divorces, right? Black women.
So the numbers that went up.
Oh.
Mm. So MI 86 was too short.
Oh, count on the count.
Good, nice.
Way too short.
Come on.
Black women are the only group that had a higher divorce rate than marriage rate.
Mm.
Nearly 31 divorces per 1,000 married women age 15 and older, and only 17.3 marriages. There's more black women are getting divorced than they're getting married.
Yeah.
So that means you get married more than one time and get divorced and divorced and divorced and divorced.
Of course, absolutely.
And you're the only group.
The only group
that's doing this.
The only group. Because you know, some heathens cultures, once they find out that you've been touched, they don't even look at you.
Got it.
They don't even want you. And guess what? We need to start doing the same thing. Maybe that person can take a break, you know what I'm saying, and tell me, I'm leaving you. And then when she see don't nobody else talk to her, and she just might say, well, you know what, can I come back? Can we talk about this? She just might get her mind right. You understand? But we so willing to smash any and every damn thing that's available. You understand? Then guess what? There it is. You know, that's why we got all these blended, what they call it, blended family. That's a nice way of putting it.
God.
That's a nice way to put you've been a whore. You understand? It's called a blended family. You know, damn family's supposed to be blended, man. You know what I'm saying? Like that is horrible. Man, have you ever heard and talked to some of these kids and even the adults and how a blended family hurt them?
Yeah.
You understand? This part of the blended family get to be with their father. This one don't. This one don't even know their daddy. This one daddy in jail. That one daddy dead. You understand? Like all this, man, come on. You know, like it's ridiculous. Then you got kid, you not the daddy. This is not your child. You understand? He's not your father. You know what I'm saying? Just all kinds of mess, man. Like, come on. It's a whole bunch of men taking care of babies is not theirs biologically. And I don't mean because they just being a nice guy and the new woman that they got with, you understand, he's, you know, had a baby and he's willing to take care of it. I'm talking about by these sisters lying, saying that the child belongs to them when they don't. Go ahead, Doc.
Oh, it's locked. I was going to say, so yeah, that actual percentage is 179%.
Good.
It's 179% likely that a marriage with a black woman will end.
Good damn night. So my statistic is over.
Kind of a kind.
Way old.
And this is 2000.
Dinosaur old.
This is 2018 before all the pandemic happened, and people been trying to run to the courthouse for divorces after that.
Oh my God!
So before the pandemic, it was 179%.
Come on, man. Good night. Damn, you got some more next. We're way on fast time. With that, we're gonna end the class. Israel, black women, stop divorcing your man because he got another woman. Shalom.